Capricorn. So here we are already into February, and I am happy to do your February 2021 reading. It's got to be better, right? Let's see what's going on here. So I'm going to be using my zombie deck. I'm going to try to put everything in front of the camera as I shuffle. So we're doing a new format, if you can't tell. I'm going to go ahead and try to show you guys what I'm looking at and why intuitively I'm picking up on stuff and so on and so forth. So this will appease some of the people that are attempting to learn the tarot and just see different people's styles. And it's also going to appease those of us who know the tarot, but we really want to follow what the person is reading and how they're thinking and how they're intuiting things. Anyways. Just a warning, I do have a new deck. It is a little bit, how do I say it now? I'm drawing a blank. It's a little bit graphic is the word that I'm trying to say. So that deck I'm going to use for last. If you're not into anything that's a little bit graphic, then you can, I'm going to pause and tell you when I start using those, and then you can sign off at that point in time, okay? So this reading is for singles, people in a situationship, relationship, anything that falls under a similar category. And yes, I mean single, even if we have like no hope in sight, no glimmer, it doesn't make a difference. We all have some form of social media presence. We all have to go pump gas every now and then and go to the store probably. And if not, there are always neighbors, and actually people from your past don't think about us, right? So moving on. If the story fits you, great. If it doesn't, try back next month. All right, so I'd like to know what Capricorn has to look forward to for the month of February 2021. What do my Capricorn friends have, please, to look forward to this month? It's really awkward to shuffle like this, but here we are. Capricorns, please. I'm gonna go ahead and take this. All right, so Capricorns, what are you stressed about? Incredible stressors at force in your mind, okay? This is the Nine of Swords. Now, of course, we see this fella in bed, presumably in a hospital, with a nurse trying to make him better. Nurse has a big old injection here, and there's another one by his side here. And then you could be, really, this is a card of I'm worried, I'm concerned, there's a lot going on in my mind. Now, some of you are actually concerned about what's going on with the current state of affairs and the vaccines and all those issues. So I'm not going to really talk much about that. But obviously there's some needles there, and so I'm just going to put that out there. For those of you that does not apply to, there's just general overall concerns about people's health, about your welfare, your own health. Maybe you are recovering or trying to recover. Some people can be in addiction and they're worried about that or falling back into addiction. And look at this guy's arm. It seems like he suffered maybe a bite from the zombies. This is my zombie deck. And perhaps this limb is ready to die off, okay? So this nurse is looking at him quite compassionately and trying to help, but he's just not too sure what's going on or how he's feeling. That's the first thing I get. That's a really heavy energy for this month. Let's see what else we can get. Why is the Nine of Swords here, please, for our friends Capricorn? Thank you. Check this out. Here we go. So this is good news. So this is a sun. This is about being looked upon in a favorable way. This could represent a Leo in your life. This could be a number of things. This could represent a rescue. Things are looking up. Look at how this tall building is just standing, this like edificio, I always call it. I have to call it that, edifice. I still don't know the English word for it. But this big edificio right here is full of zombies. They have actually made their way quite effectively to the top of the building, and you have been rescued just in time, okay? So it looks like they didn't have a chance to get at you. There is a dawn It looks like the sun is coming up. And also, I mean, there's some quite bleak skies there. So it could be that you're leaving an oppressive situation. This building right here, it's whitewashed. There's like nothing there for you, right? So some of you could be concerned with a literal rescue, like being rescued out of a situation, being rescued out of perhaps like a hospital situation as well, to where you maybe were ill and you are getting better and you just want someone to come take you home, frankly. So let's see where this leads, okay? I'm trying to see if, yep, that's on camera still. Okay. Let me see if I can get some more light for us. These lights are really tricky. All right, so let's find out what other messages, what can we know more about? Well, you're just gonna flip it. I'm gonna take all of the ones that just flipped over because that's just how we do here. And I'll take them in order as well. So on the top of your mind concern, it can be once again a Leo. This is a strength card. It is the number 11. When you add up the number 11, it boils down to a 2. And so what I think about 2 is like personal power, This is like also like information or something that kind of can blow your mind, go straight to the brain, that kind of a thing. You have ammo here. This is about being able to control yourself, being self-sufficient, being able to, I don't know, harness like your inner lion as well as your outer persona and integrate those in a way that's effective, okay? So we will see where this goes, but this also tells me that you have really great strength, that you have been through a lot of bullshit, and you have come out on the other side, okay? And indeed, a lot of yellow in these cards. I think that these are just happier times for you. And that's a good thing, okay? It might even be that the mode of transportation is way different than you're accustomed to. Perhaps even unusual, okay? So the 2 of Swords. So we have here like a stalemate. There's a situation that you need to make a decision, and you and someone else, or maybe need to make a decision about this, and you're not really quite sure. And you have things tugging at you. And one of them, this zombie already lost his head, and then this other one's like pulling for your attention. So it could be kids that are pulling at your attention, or trying to make a decision and you're just not able to, or not wanting to make a decision at this point in time. And let's see where this goes. Okay, so I have once again a number 2. There's a lot of 2s in here. This is once again talking about your personal power, the positive and negative polarities, your ability to do things, your ability to juggle and get things done as well. So this is a 2 of Hazards. This is about perhaps juggling, robbing Peter to pay Paul. This man is actually the boss of the zombie, okay? So it could be that, you know what, I have things under control. I don't exactly know how they're going to go, but by sheer brute force, I'm going to make it work. This man has a zombie under lockdown, and he is just not really going anywhere. Look at how smug he is. He's like, yep, I got that. And so it could be that really things are not totally within his control, because this zombie, it actually still has his mouth. He can turn around and bite the man at any point in time, but he's really confident. He doesn't really care. There's an element of time. So there could be like a time, a waiting. It's just a matter of time, you're thinking to yourself, dear Capricorn. So those are different elements that can be in the forefront of your mind. What else we have? This is a really cool image. 7 of Cups. This is about a lot of options. And it's almost like I have too many options, and it doesn't mean they're good options. They're just options, okay? And so regardless, you kind of keep cycling over and over again, but you have one main option in your mind, or main idea. And so it could be that you wind up maybe kind of getting a little bit overwhelmed, because you have that a 9 of Swords present. I get a feeling of overwhelmment, and this lady's like screaming. There's just so much going on that it's overwhelming. So it's going to be really important to kind of cross off the things that don't serve you. Don't even think about them if they're not a viable option, and try to pick the ones that are going to be a good option for you, okay? we have the Page of Wands here. This is about wanting movement. I want movement. This baby's hungry. This baby wants to make things happen, and he or she is trapped in this little high chair, being treated like as a toddler, but this toddler is hungry and they just want what they want, right? And so you have a foot out here. This toddler actually ate his caretaker. And so maybe this lady who was alive was taking care of a zombie baby, and the baby just turned on the caretaker, and that was the end of her. And so now he's just eating bare bones, literally. Let's see where that goes. But usually the Page of Wands is about new offers, new beginnings. It is also about getting a lot of movement, excited about your own ideas, even if it's a little idea. And I feel like the idea and the motion that you're headed towards is small, it's little, but it's there nonetheless, okay? Let us see where this takes you. What takes us then? Doreen Virtue. These cards, I've had it for a while. Let's see where this takes us, dear Capricorn. What do we have for the month of February for Capricorn, please? Singles, couples, situationships, relationships, complicationships, and nothingships. Capricorn, please. Keep an open mind. So it's going to be very important at this point in time to keep an open mind. Don't shut off the doors to your own mind. Energetically, that's going to cause blockages. This man is interested in these two women. You can tell by his body posture. He's leaning forward, and there's a little birdie in this one's ear. So she's getting messages. I almost feel like the bird's saying, you know what, he's interested in both of you, so watch out, kind of a thing. And also, if you notice, this Cupid guy, instead of like his little bow and arrow, he's just kind of like surveying things, watching things, but he didn't take aim. I don't feel like he feels like this is the ideal situation at all, okay? So if you're in a relationship, for example, keep an open mind. It says your soulmate may differ from your usual expectations, okay? So it could be that potentially you're with somebody, your current partner, and that's not what you had in mind, something like that. Maybe physically they're not something that you are really attracted to anymore, or whatever the case may be. But keep an open mind, because your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations, just meaning that sometimes we get things in our heads that really aren't totally right, okay? The grass isn't always greener out there. And if this is for people that are experiencing a hardship with their significant other, just keep an open mind again. Keep those energies open, and let's see where they lead you, okay? So the next thing on here is finances and career. I'm trying to get this centered in the pantalla here, the screen. Finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. And so it could be that, yeah, you'd like to date, you'd like to go out, but really finances just don't allow it. Never mind current state of global events, which we won't even get into anymore. But finances and career, things are being delayed, things are waylaid. You don't have the money that you wish you had to be able to move and progress and proceed forward, even if you do see someone that you would like to date or take out, or even buy lunch for, okay? These could be any of those. If you are in a relationship, situationship, complicationship, then this just is stating, dear Capricorn, to keep an open mind that we know, and your partners know, that your finances and career are an issue right now. And maybe that is really kind of feeling like it's choking the life out of your relationship, or it's just really causing a lot of anxiety. I mean, who am I kidding? Of course, finances affect everything. And so why wouldn't they affect your love life, right? So if that is the case, just keep an open mind and really try to open up your energy a little bit more. I know it's really difficult, especially if you don't have a job right now in this time and space. And we just got a jump card, which I will be taking. Oh, that's a good one. You guys saw it jump. So Capricorn, it's very important for you to love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. No matter what anyone says, whether you're married, partnered, nothing going on, it doesn't make a difference. The more that you take care of yourself and your needs and place you first, the more you're going to be attractive to other people, because it shows that you have that self-esteem. If you can't love yourself, then there's a good chance that really you can't love anyone. So this thing of the thought of I love them more than I love myself, or they complete me, or anything like that is really outmoded. I think that we really have to, as a society, look at those things once again, because you know what? Two halves, if you're half of a person, yeah, can make a whole. I don't think that's a great recipe for a great partnership. I just prefer to see two whole people come together and create like something bigger and better, right? That you're stable on your own feet with that self-love. Anyways, so your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Just remember that if you hold yourself in high self-esteem, other people have no choice but to follow suit. Now, if we look down on ourselves and demean ourselves, well, then people tend to be led by that. And, you know, it's no different than the universe. The universe listens, and so do people, and they kind of mimic what we feel about ourselves. So, whew, that's talking really fast. Okay, so I'm just trying to see where we're at. So the next messages, these are going to be from the Love Oracle deck. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and move these here because they fall. They don't like to sit still, and I do like to keep all my cards out, but for the sake of using these cards, I'm going to go ahead and move them. So for Capricorn, what else do we have? For Capricorn for February 2021, Capricorn messages and Capricorn messages only, please. What is clear and concise and helpful? I think you guys can appreciate this. Let's see if we can get this in the frame. I just think that's really pretty. Let's see what this says. Okay, so it says, give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart desires, truly desires. So feeling worthy and knowing that it's coming your way, okay? I feel like that's part of manifestation. We're going to put that here. And this is all about like having that special dream, that love, and just being open to the elements. And even asking spirit energetically, look how blue, it's like purplish, the sky behind her. I think that's really pretty. So what other messages can we get? I feel like this is about manifesting what you want, and just believing and feeling that you can have it. Okay, Capricorn, if you don't know about manifesting, there are a ton of videos out there. I do not have any, but that'll teach you how to manifest. Okay, that one flipped, so I'm just going to take it. I've never seen this card before. Let's see what it has. Very, very pretty. Okay, it says, when it comes to matters of the heart, there's no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and of love. As I throw that on the floor. Anyway, so basically you just can't make a mistake. You can manifest what it is that you really want, and still have hope. If energetically you keep, here we go, it keeps falling. Energetically you keep those lines open, like your own energy cleared of any preconceived notions of, you know, this cannot happen, any negative self-talk and things like that, which we all can fall into. I get that. So the next deck I'm going to use is indeed the Twin Flame Hunger Vampire Edition. That's a long title. Now, this is a warning I told you I was going to give you. If you are not into anything that's graphic, then you might want to click off, okay? And I totally respect that. But this is going to be a part of the reading today for Capricorn. If we choose to part ways right now, then please do like, share, comment, subscribe. hit that bell notification button. I would really appreciate it, and that will just help me feel a little bit encouraged to make more content. But it's neither here nor there. All right, for the rest of you that are staying, here we go. Capricorn, what is going on for Capricorn? What can you tell me about Capricorn and love? Huh? What's going on with Capricorn? I'm going to take that one that's just sticking out. Whoa. This is an intense one. I've never seen this one before. That's really cool. The message is not so cool. It says, my energy is being drained. So perhaps you have some vampire energies around you. Energy vampires, I mean. We're feeding off of your energy, off of your kindness, off of your love, off of your attention. This could be people that just want your attention for the sake of attention. And they're insatiable. They're just going to eat that up, and it doesn't matter. In the long run, there's no reciprocity. I can't say I can't say that R word. Anyways, they don't reciprocate, okay? I feel like Porky Pig. You can't say a word and they just like change the entire word. Anyways, some of you guys might be too young for that. Moving on, spiritual marriage. This could be, okay, this could be a spiritual marriage. This could be somebody that you are connected to. Body, mind, and soul. Even if you're not together right now, that they're just still kind of like a parasite attached to your energy, dear Capricorn. So I feel like they're still some way, somehow draining your energy, even if you are not involved. If you're currently involved with someone and you are in a situationship or even a marriage, like a spiritual marriage there, they are draining your energy. And so we want to like get more, actually, before I address this next card, I'd like to get more information on that. And sorry about that. My phone actually ran out of space somehow. So you will see a little glitch, and hopefully I'll figure out how to stitch this together, dear Capricorn. But in the meantime, we were talking about my energy is being drained. So your energy is being sucked away by someone. So whether it's current or someone from the past, even if you're not communicating. I'm going to go ahead and use this deck just to clarify this because I'm curious about that, okay? So let's find out for Capricorn. What do we need to know about this energy that is draining Capricorn's energy? That was awkward. Okay. So you saw that card flip, and to me that just means it's ready and it's ready to speak. And what this is telling me is that this person in the past breadcrumbed you, gave you bits and pieces of this and that, but they were also giving to other people. If it's a romantic situation, I don't feel like you knew about this. This was just something that was within their character, and just immaturity, wanting attention. That's what I feel. And that's one thing that I said over here. Excuse me. Before, I'm going to put this over here. Before my camera just died and stopped functioning, is that this person could have wanted your attention for the sake of attention. And they're insatiable. There's just nothing that you can possibly give them that's going to satisfy that need for attention. And that's why these people wind up breadcrumbing. That can be even your current spouse. If the shoe fits, if you know there's an issue right there, your gut's going to tell you this is true. If this is not your story, please don't make it fit. Don't try to make it fit. But we could have people, boyfriends, girlfriends, whatever, our significant other, that really need a lot of attention, a lot more than we can provide. And the reason being is not anything about you, dear Capricorn, that has everything to do with them. They have a need that's insatiable, it cannot be quenched, and usually that to me means that something is broken within them. Probably from childhood, they didn't get the attention that they needed, and they always had to fight for attention, and thus now, as adults, or attempting to be adults, they're still behaving in the same manner, trying to seek that attention without realizing that there's a different way to do things. So that's my 2 cents on that. So what can we do about this energy for Capricorn that is just draining the tar out of them, please? Okay, so it's time to make an assessment and see if is it worth your time, money, energy, effort into this relationship. If you're currently in this connection, you're just going to evaluate. The good thing to do is evaluate. Does it behoove you? Is it good for me? Is it yielding any results? You've taken many steps. I see stairs right here. I see all these pentacles right here that tell me that you have traveled long and far and that you've put a lot of elbow grease into this, and you're just needing to reevaluate to see if it's worth it anymore. If this is someone that is no longer in your life, then perhaps there has to be like an energy cleanse or a severing of ties, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, because I thought we saw the spiritual marriage there. So I feel like once we have connection, once we are become sexual partners with people, we do spiritually connect with that person. That's just my opinion. So Seven of Pentacles is just all about an elevated perspective as well. And you can do that with what you will. What else do we have to expect for the month of February for my Capricorn friends, please? Okay, the Princess of Wands. And so you're going to have good news regarding movement, things that you're excited about. It could be travel. It's going to be a small thing, but it's going to cause like an excitement. There is a little bit of a veil behind there, of a fog, and I'm told that you have traveled like long and hard on these mountains, and they're icy and they're steep. And so you've traveled long and far is what I meant to say. And so your journey has not been easy, okay? I'm going to go ahead and take this card from this deck that flipped around before. It says, I want to know what you're thinking. Let me in. And so this could be this, I'm going to call it a parasitic energy, okay? Look at that little... Okay, it's inundated with too many cards. But basically what it's saying right here is that this person hasn't let you go. They want to know what you're thinking. Even, you know, if you guys believe in that whole telepathic communication, I do, because it's the reason why you wind up finishing each other's sentences, where you know exactly what the other one's thinking, what they want for dinner, lunch, whatever the case may be. So if you're thinking about this person, chances are they're thinking about you too, okay? It's like an energy thing. And if you guys are tied together, it might be time to go ahead and think about a cord cutting thing if that is something you're interested in. So just putting it out there. But yeah, this person is just like wanting everything from you. And I just don't feel like it's healthy. I don't like it. Even if you're currently partnered, it's like they need to be independent and provide their own energy and maybe give some to you. Don't you think? Capricorn. Your love is the cure. Okay. So that's what they're saying is it doesn't matter. I just want your love. And that's going to cure. That's a potion. They're also saying that we are in transition. In transition. This person is all dressed in red. Even the inside of the casket is red. And I feel like this is more about security. So we're in transition about our security, perhaps. Something that affects the security right now. Any last messages for Capricorn? And then it says, I pray for you, my love. So this person can actually really be praying for you, or you can actually really be praying for them and helping them however you can, through prayer, through meditation, whatever the case may be. So it says, I've been partying a lot to get you off my mind. So this person, I feel like more for those of you in separation or situationships or not having anyone right there, this person could just be really distracting themselves with, you know, offering little bits and pieces to everybody else in order for them not to think about you. So you're definitely heavily weighing on their mind. Last one here. I'm compelling you to give in to me. So, yeah, and that's I don't know, a little bit of a stalkerish energy right there. So those are your messages. And if you've sat with me this far, I thank you so much. I appreciate your time and even listening. So without further ado, have a fantastic February. And from my heart to yours, I wish you a happy Valentine's Day, even if you don't have anybody. And with that, namaste.